But Brooks, so you just don't remember who you were partying with, what you were doing in Joshua Tree.
No, I'm not proud of it. I mean, anyone who's a fan of the channel has known me for a while, has seen my struggles with all of this, and I'm blessed to have a wife who loves me. And
marriage is still going well?
Very well. Yeah, she's been with me, like, by my side, which is crazy because of all the insane shit that I've done. I cannot believe I ever ended up finding someone who would marry me.
You still slap those titties around?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Any threesomes of note?
Oh yeah, no, we're part of a SoCal couples Discord swingers club.
Wow.
It's great.
What? So when you were riding with Jesus for a little bit, you were off all the
I'm
swingers.
still riding with Jesus.
You were off all the swingers.
The greatest
shit for a
thing
while,
about
though.
Jesus is that at the end of the day, I can murder an entire colony of Jews. Like, I can murder, and then, like, on my deathbed, I'd be like, God,
as
come on.
long as you repent.
Jesus, that's the thing.
best.
Jesus will always forgive you, and that's what I like.
But what if Jesus comes back and it's the second coming? And
Well.
you're in the middle of having a swingers party, and he opens the door. And he's like,
Jesus
"What the
can
fuck is
come
this?
whenever he wants.
What
you
the
know?
fuck is this?
As long as, like, well, if it
second
works,
coming.
if it works like the movie, and the End of Times movie with Channing and all those guys, what's that called?
This is the
This
end.
is the end. Yeah. If it works
Oh,
like
was
that,
so
as
good.
long as if you like save somebody on the way out or something, you know,
Yeah.
if he catches him in the orgy, he's going to get killed. But if on the way out he like saves somebody or like he tries to die for somebody, then he's back up, dude.
Yeah, I'll definitely die for someone.
I see, dude. He would, dude.
I would die.
I'm
for someone.
imagining that Leo's at a party. It's like a TikTok party, and the apocalypse comes, and fire angels swoop down from the sky. And they're shooting fire beams and just killing these little TikTokers. Little white boy perms are just singeing. I can just imagine seeing Leo charge out of the house completely naked, other than a pair of barefoot shoes and Oakleys.
Exactly.
And he's got a raging erection. And he's like, no. And one of the fire angels just goes.
If I had to survive the apocalypse, I would do it with Rat Dick Ralph, hands down.
He would live.
Yeah,
He would talk Jesus into letting him into heaven.
Yeah.
Jesus would bring him up there for entertainment, dude. Rat Dick Ralph, we would just be like, dude, you're fucking in here while we were on a bus down to purgatory.
Yeah, like, what?
And he was like, fucking Rat Dick.
Rat Dick Ralph,
And he's like
Rat Dick Ralph.
trying to fuck Jesus, and Jesus is just kind of laughing. He's like, hey, get off me,
Stop,
buddy. Come
stop,
on, dude.
yeah.
Come on, don't make me regret this, dude.
Rogan brought up something because in the Bible, Jesus does a lot of crazy stuff. Like he really tempts people with like, "Hey, would you murder for me? Would you do this for me? What if you?"
That's
like,
God. I don't think Jesus does that.
Oh, God, exactly. Sorry, God. So that's what Rogan was saying. Like he might be like, "Hey, you want to suck my dick, dude? I mean, I am God."
Yeah.
Like, and then just kidding. But you would do it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
you're gay. You know.
Yeah, you gotta
might
suck-
be like that.
You
might
gotta
be
suck
down.
his dick, dude.
Yeah.
Why
you
does
would
this
do it.
podcast always sucking dick? It always has to come
It's
up at
just
least once.
it comes up.
Yeah,
We're men, dude.
Okay.
We think about it a lot. Leo more than all of us.
Unfortunately.
searching for the cheese.
I've been. It comes up in almost every special too, dude. Recently, a lot of Shane Gillis bringing.
I remember, Brooks, you were the orgy king back in the day.
Yeah.
So you, Brooks, you're you're swinging with your wife right now. Tell me
Yeah.
about the last time you guys swung.
Phew, man.
Have you let the Indian fucker?
No.
Should.
Told me I couldn't
you know,
unless I had a girl too.
Unless you had a girl too.
I mean, you have to bring
exchange.
something to the table. That's the thing.
Well, let me bring a girl over.
Yeah, sure. But
Well,
I just don't think you'd be able to get hard.
Around you?
Yeah.
You know how many fucking double teams I've done?
I know, dude, but I'm just saying, I'm just getting that essence, the energy. I feel like I don't know if you can match it.
I know Danny, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen after. He's going to get all neurotic about STDs again, just like when he made you get tested for AIDS. Like
No,
right after,
everybody,
it's gonna be like, hey,
everybody first gets tested, but everyone uses condoms during it. So
Okay.
Well, I'd be the exception to that rule.
yeah.
Let's
Well,
go.
not everybody. There have been some situations when they haven't been used, but not.
You know, me and Danny still sometimes just randomly on long shoots. We have a lot of time to talk, and sometimes the story of you bringing over the giant penis black man that was like 50 something years old, it comes up, and we're like, "This did he really bring?" Yeah, he did. He brought a giant grinder black man.
Can you
over.
pull up? I'm going to pull up who this guy was. Austin, can you pull up Black Sailor from Bridesmaids? Bridesmaids. BRIDESMAIDS.
Oh, dude.
I mean, look, you need to. How will you ever know
Images.
unless you try?
Black Sailor from Bridesmaids movie. This is just random. There's a random black sailor man in the movie that Melissa McCarthy tries to have sex with. It's not coming up, but this is absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I don't see it, I guess.
I don't even think he has a line. So yeah, it's not going to come up. But there's a guy who's dressed like a sailor, an old black man smoking a pipe. And Melissa
He had his
McCarthy's
own
like,
trailer.
are you with him? And the girl's like, no. And she's like, good, because I'm going to climb that like a tree later. To the old sailor guy.
That's a wild experience.
This is a great movie.
Yeah. I've done a lot of
This
things,
ended my
so-
misogyny. The movie Bridesmaids is responsible for my misogyny going away.
Oh, wow.
It's a classic.
That
I'd
looks
say.
terrible. A sequel. I'm sure the sequel will bring my misogyny back. You know what did bring my misogyny back was when I watched Wine Country.
I haven't seen that.
Wine Country was trying to capitalize, like a million other movies did, off of Bridesmaids' success. And all the excesses that you would expect with a female-driven comedy, namely unproven, untalented female writers who were trying to make a political statement going wild with a script. All of that happened in spades. And there was like a lesbian biracial romance at the center of it. Of
course, yeah.
That was like every scene. But Bridesmaids was phenomenal. Such a good comedy.
Classic.
One of the best comedies.
So besides the black, well, that was one of the last, I believe, 30. But no, wait, who's the last person you guys had sex with? Or like, what's the
Well,
last
it's like it's
swingers?
more of a yes. The last one was we were. When was the last Pride? It was like Pride.
Oh,
Okay.
that would be last June.
Yeah. So that was
coming
the
up.
yeah. It was coming up on like a year or so since we've done something big.
Okay, what
and
was
this
that?
was like what I would if you want to say orgy, that is a word that I would use to describe it. There were probably good like 12 or 13 people in a room that wasn't too big, one
Oh.
mattress, but lots of other sort of things going on. Just switching off. It was great.
How many bodies do you rack up?
I think 3 for me and 2 for her, maybe.
She had sex with 2 guys.
Yeah, I had sex with 3 girls, and then also we kind of, but it's a very like you had to be there kind of situation.
Well, that's what you're doing with your mouth right now is you got to bring us there.
Okay, yeah. So the difficulty.
You can't just on a podcast. You can't just say you had to be there. You
Okay.
got to take the listener there into the room with a sticky mattress while your wife is getting.
All right, so it really all began. It was Pride, and you know
We
how
know.
Pride gets. Everyone is, even the straight people are still getting really sexual because it's like, oh, everyone's around wearing nothing outside in LA, and so it starts on the
Even the
streets-
homeless get sexual.
It starts on the hot streets of Hollywood and then ends up in the there in this apartment complex. There's a really nice apartment complex with like a pool and the hot tub and everything. So then
Imagine just being a retiree in an apartment complex in West Hollywood in June. Like,
it wasn't West Hollywood actually.
there's
It
probably
was,
like a glory hole coming through your fucking bedroom. Just,
yeah.
It's like, what is this?
Dick,
It's
honey.
just fucking Gladys, some gay guy like, suck it.
it was good. It was good though. Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Positive.
interrupt, Brooks.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
it's a I think that being sex positive with your partner and not having it helps, to, especially in marriages or long term
All right.
relationships.
Well, I'm not taking romance advice from a guy who just got out of jail.
Hey, I'm the one who's married.
Brooks, let me ask you this. Is there ever a time, like after the orgy, right? You guys
Yeah.
are driving home, dead silent.
Yeah.
No music, nothing. Is there a time you're just driving, maybe she's driving, and you kind of look over and you're like, you like the way he fucks you better than me, huh? Did you like the way that guy fucks you better than me? That doesn't happen?
No, I think
That's
what's,
what
I think what's
Leo does that
important-
to his girlfriend about boyfriends from 5
have
years
you ever
prior.
seen-
She
Have you
dated
ever
anyone
seen,
ever one time. If
you know
she
that
dated
scene-
one fucking guy, she fucked one guy, I have a problem
It's a
with it.
problem.
You know that scene in American Psycho where he's like looking at himself fucking in the
Yeah.
mirror? So I kind of like look over to Talia and it's kind of like that, you know, because I'm so
Oh.
close with her,
Yeah.
but I'm like, she's an extension of myself. So like I'm looking at the mirror, I'm fucking this bitch,
Mm-hmm.
she's fucking some dude. And I'm like, this is dope. It's not a cuck holding thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, there's gonna be guys that are like, oh, I can't believe you're letting your wife fuck another dude. I'm like,
Do any of the guys
"Bro."
have big dicks?
Actually, interestingly enough, not really.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
there's one guy who kind of does, but then his girl is always trying to get him to leave because she's jealous. So there are some jealousy issues that do take place, and not between
so
Italian and
the
I.
last two guys you tagged out, Italy, had average cocks.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude. I could do that.
yeah.
I could
but
be in
actually,
there.
but I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me. Really, what's important is not having restraints. You know what I think is very negative in a relationship, or will cause it to end, is jealousy or being held back. You know, the old ball and chain. It's good to be able to have a cage, but then let it be open so you can fly around a little bit.
So when's your book coming out, Brooks?
I'm just thinking like, shut the fuck up. When are you gonna write a book about going to jail? And oh wait, you actually have a lot of books that are out already, right?
I have 3 books that are out, and I doubt it'll be anytime soon. I make it a 4th.
All right. Well, you can take this opportunity to plug your books.
Oh yeah, those things are big sellers on Amazon. I think they're 99 cents on Amazon. They're pretty sweet, dude. One happens to be about my girlfriend getting banged by a guy with a giant cock. So relevant to what we're talking about right now.
So, all right, there's no jealousy issues. That's amazing. Does she ever bring it up? Like, hey, when are we going, she's English. When are we going to have another OG?
No, I'm always the one who,
when are we going to invite another black man over with a boating cap?
I'm the one who always is initiating for sure.
I bet,
because it's like you lock down a girl, and as long as you're not cheating and you're open enough, like that. But like guys, we have needs.
Bring around your chick.
Wait, hold on, my wife is calling me.
Oh hell yeah!
Let me talk to her.
He loves Italia, dude. As a teddy guy, he can't.
Italia, I got a proposition. It's Danny Mullen. Hello? Maybe this is why people hate me. Hello, dear. This is Danny Mullen. What's up?
I'm good.
Hey,
Put the volume up. Yeah,
there we go. Italia, if I bring a nubile female to West Hollywood this Pride Month, can I enter into an orgy with you and Brooks and company?
Hold on. I'm gonna have to think about it and get back to you.
Okay, fair enough.
She's a professional.
She needs to be picked up from work, so I didn't know how late it had gotten. Are you going to be able to find your way home, Italia?
Yeah, I'm going to get the bus.
Yeah, maybe there's a double decker you can catch.
I'm a bad husband.
You're making some art here. We need, and Saltine's coming in here soon.
Yeah, well, we're about to Italia. I'm about to.
Italia, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna clarify. I would be having sex with another girl in the room. I would not approach you or Brooks because Brooks might try to blow me. Here's Brooks.
Tim. All right, I love you, baby. I'll let you know once I am done tearing into Saltine.